Atlanta, Club Wolverine, Santa Clara, Badger, NASA Wildcat, and Irvine Nova Aquatics A-Team. Again, please make your way over to the ready room for the awards. Thank you. Presenting your top 8 finishers, your top 8 finishing teams in the women's 400 freestyle relay. Presenting the awards will be Justin Max from Beach Cities Alpha. Finishing in 8th place, Nova Virginia A-Team, Lane Francis, Kate Boutry, Maddie Bynum, and Brantley Patterson. Finishing in 7th place, Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Audrey Wolf, Emily Wolf, Ashlyn Hayes, and Abby Patton. Finishing 6th, Edina Swim Club, Adeline Beegler, Lydia Cameron, Kate Pulaski, and Faith Lama. In 5th place, Swim Mac Carolina, Grace McCarthy, Zona Smith, Annie Shu, and Bree Smith. Finishing 4th, Bellevue Club Swim Team, Tatum Angie, Sutton Forbis, Annie Wang, and Brooke Lang. In 3rd place, Streamline Aquatics, Avery Hager, Cora Skoog, Tessa Christensen, and Jaylee Hager. Finishing 2nd, the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Elsa Anderson, Taylor Johansson, Eliana Wiesen, and Sydney Wasalenki. And your national champions, winning in a time of 3:46.82, Beach Cities Alpha, the team of Aaron Arnold, Andy Taylor, Sora Koike, and Gabby Brito. Congratulations to our top 8 finishers in the women's 400 freestyle relay. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the men's 400 freestyle relay. Presenting the awards this evening, Ken Lamont and Nathan Wilcox from Irvine Nova Aquatics. Finishing in 8th place, Mason Manta-Rays, Quinn Heiss, Braden Fuller, Aiden Jansen, and Brady Campbell. Finishing in 7th place, Irvine Nova Aquatics B Team, Inhyun Kim, Tyler Lee, Benjamin He, and Tiger Chai. Finishing 6th, Swim Atlanta, Riley Richards, Connor Christopherson, Gavin Halusik, and Ty McGuinn. In 5th place, Club Wolverine, Edward Jong, Henry Baumhauber, Sam Campbell, and Brady Stenson. In 4th place, Santa Clara Swim Club, Isaac Litwiller, Aiden Joe, Tanay Gupta, and Braden Fong. In 3rd place, Badger Swim Club, Nolan Barrett, Kian Olson, Michael Guh, and Dan Bellick. Finishing 2nd, the team from NASA Wildcat Aquatics, Aiden Kaplan, Ethan Chung, Evan Cornu, and Alec Arsick. And your junior national champions, winning the event in a 3:22.60, Irvine Nova Aquatics A Team, Edward Chen, Minos Man, Michael Wang, and Andrew Maximowski. A round of applause for your award winners in the men's 400 freestyle relay. Coaches, a reminder that relay cards are due by 5:45 p.m. Again, relay cards are due by 5:45 p.m. Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to William Willett Jr. Aquatic Center for the 5th and final night of the 2026 Junior National Championships. Tonight, we'll crown champions in the women's and men's 200-meter IM, in the women's 1500 freestyle, in the women's and men's 50 freestyle, and in the men's 800 freestyle, before we turn our attention to the women's and men's 400 medley relays. After an outstanding week of racing here in Irvine, one final session remains. Good luck to all of our athletes competing this evening. Please rise, if able, for the playing of our national anthem. First up will be the women's 200 IM. The junior meet record is a 2:12.32 held by Ella Eason, set back in 2015. Junior world record is a 2:06.56 held by Canada's Summer McIntosh. D final. Swimming in the D final in lane 1, Houston Bridgebats, Cadence Johnson. In 2, Aquajets, Claire Wilkie. In 3, Long Island Aquatic Club, Yuri Shlivko. In 4 from Empire KC, Kinley Baber. Swimming in 5 from the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Elsa Anderson. In 6, Mesa Aquatics Club, Emily Griffin. In 7, Parkway Rockwood, Gabby Green. And in 8, from Fishers area, Grace Gannon. Anderson for the Hilltoppers was a 29.0 on that first 50. Baber going with her in lane number 4. They'll have the lead at the 100. And a 1:05.1 for Anderson. She's nearly a second up on the field. Claire Wilkie is actually 0.6 of a second back in lane 6. And a great turn from Baber in lane number 4. And a great start for her to the breaststroke leg. Baber and Anderson swimming stroke for stroke in lanes 4 and 5. And into the 150. Anderson, 145.43. Baber, 145.79, just 0.3 of a second behind. The pair have cleared themselves from the rest of the field. Looking good down in lane number 8 from fast is Grace Gannon. And running away with the D final, Elsa Anderson opening up a body length lead over Kinley Baber. She's gonna head in under the flags and touch in a 2:17.18. Huge drop from her prelims time. Second in the heat goes to Kinley Baber, 2:18.80. And third to Claire Wilkie, 2:19.77. C final. Swimming in 1 from Sawtooth, Sedona Strat. In 2, San Ramon, Katrine Otaegi. In 3 from Planet Swim, Julie Cavalcanti. In 4 from Club Wolverine, Tallulah Beg. In 5, King Aquatic Club, Brisa Gao. In 6, First Colony, Kim Kulo. In 7, North Texas, Ella McWhorter. And in 8, from Longhorn, Lily Jane Allison. $29.15 for Otaegi. Out in lane 2, that's no surprise, she's a butterfly specialist. And Kulo as well, moving well in the first 75 meters of this race. Kulo has the lead at the 75. Brisa Gao moving on up in lane number 5, and it's going to be Otaegi, Gao, and Kulo heading into the 100 wall. And Kulo is a second up on the field at the 100. She heads into the breaststroke leg. But Gao pushes off well to start off this breaststroke and has made up that deficit. Otaegi in lane number 2 also still looking good. The trio is going to head into this final 25 of breaststroke together. And Brisa Gao has opened up a little bit of a lead in lane number 5. 145.98 for her. She was a 40.6 on that breaststroke. Also moving up was lane 4, Tallulah Beg off a 39.6 breaststroke split. But Brisa Gao in lane number 5, she's trying to hold on. She's got a body length. And she will power home these final 15 meters to get it done for King Aquatic Club. Brisa Gao, 2:18.29, gets the win out of lane 5. Second was Kulo, 2:19.6. Third, Tallulah Beg, 2:19.95. B final. In lane 1, Summer Shades, Aquazod. In 2, Emma Hussein, Canyons. In 3, Marina Didenko, Terrapins. In 4, Alyssa Tan, Irvine of Aquatics. In 5, Hiba Fuita, Aiken Augusta. In 6, Lucy Gilbreth. Hill Country. In 7, Aaron Arnold, Beach Cities. And in 8, Avery Clamfoth, Swim Back. Fuita takes him out in a 29.15. Nice long underwater for her. She's a great sprint butterflyer and backstroker, so look for her to be out quick. And Alyssa Ton in lane 4 trying to go with her. Also in the mix, heading into the 100 is Summer Shaves, the 14-year-old from Aquazot. She's up in lane 1, but at the 100, Fuita 103.61. A second up on Summer Shaves, and Alyssa Ton in lane number 4. And the field coming back to Fuita, just a touch on this breaststroke. She still has the lead, but Ton in lane number 4 trying to make a move. Also moving well is Emma Hussein in lane number 2 for Canyons. Hussein has really pulled up on this breaststroke leg, and heading into the final 50, she'll touch ahead of Fuita in a 144.80. And Hussein and Fuita into the final 50. Fuita breathing to her right, Hussein breathing to her left. And Hussein in lane number 2, having herself a swim. She's gonna head in under the flags and get the win in the B final in a 2:16.81. Second was Fuita, 2:17.57. Alyssa Ton touches third in a 2:17.62. Presenting your A finalists in the women's 200 IM. In lane 1, representing Empire KC Swim Club, Lucy Belty. In 2, from Upper Arlington Swim Club, Kira Powers. Representing Cumberland Valley in 3, Ava Berman. In lane number 4, your top qualifier swimming for Beach Cities Alpha, Gabby Brito. In 5, from Bray Aquatics, Adeline Lee. In 6, from Badger Swim Club, Nico Tahaya. Representing Clovis Swim Club in lane number 7, Rowan Wilbur. In lane 8, from the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Eliana Wiesen. Championship final. Brito comes in with the fastest seed time. She was a 2:17.61 this morning. She comes in also with the fastest PB in the field, 2:15.61. She set that last year at the Nova Speedo Grand Challenge. And she'll head into the 50 with the lead, with Lucy Velti up in lane number 1. Both were 27 highs. Velti at 27.85, Brito at 27.86. And Brito and Velti have put some real distance between themselves and the rest of the field. Heading into the 100. And Brito, 102.19, nearly a second up on Velti, off a 34.3 split on the backstroke. Fastest in the field other than Wilbur in lane 7, who is a 33.5. And Wilbur is moving on up in 7. They can hear you on the breaststroke. Let's make some noise. And Brito extending slightly in lane number 4. Velti not going away. Velti will still be second, it looks like, at the 150. But Brito, a 1:42.61, 150 meters through this race. She is a second and a half ahead of Lucy Velti in lane number 1. Tahaya has moved into third from Badger off a 40.1 breaststroke split. Into the final 25 of freestyle. Brito looking excellent in lane number 4. Velti trying to close in lane number 1. It's going to be Brito and Velti. The race for third is on, but Brito in a PB of 2:14.64 gets the win. Velti finishes second, 2:15.77. And third in the heat went to Rowan Wilbur in a 2:17.08. Coach for Beach Cities Alpha to the ready room, please. Thank you. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the women's 200 IM. Presenting your awards, Beach Cities Alpha's Justin Max. Finishing in 8th place from Upper Arlington Swim Club, Kira Powers. In 7th place from Badger Swim Club, Nico Tahaya. Finishing in 6th from the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Eliana Wiesen. In 5th, swimming for Brea Aquatics, Adeline Lee. Finishing 4th from Cumberland Valley Aquatic Club, Ava Berman. In 3rd place, representing Clovis Swim Club, Rowan Wilbur. In 2nd place, swimming for Empire KC Swim Club, Lucy Velty. And your junior national champion, representing Beach Cities Alpha and winning in a time of 2:14.64, Gabby Brito. A round of applause for your finalists and your top 8 in the women's 200 IM, and for all of your competitors in the women's 200 IM this evening. Next up will be the men's 200 IM. Junior meet record in this event is a 2:00.07, set back in 2009 by Kyle Whitaker. Junior world record, a 1:56.99 by Hubert Koch of Hungary. D final.
Take your marks.
Featuring in this D final in 1, Dylan Yang, Burlingame. In 2, Anderson Baird, Shark Swim Club. In 3, Joshua Carmichael, Waterloo Swimming. 4, Cullen Cashman, South Shore YMCA. 5, Jack Martin, Swimmac. In 6, Nolan Cole, Aquawolves. In 7, Jacob Nader, Dublin Community. And in 8, Luke Bickett, Jersey Wahoos. Fastest first 50 split goes to Nolan Cole in lane number 6. He'll have the lead after the butterfly. Getting a good underwater was lane number 4, Cullen Cashman from South Shore YMCA. And at the 75, it's going to be Cashman with the lead. Also pacing well is lane 7, Jacob Natter from Dublin Community, and lane 1 from Burlingame, Dylan Yang. At the 100, it's going to be Yang. He turns in a 58.82. He was a 31.4 on that backstroke split and the best in the field. And Yang looking strong in lane number 1. Moving on up now though, in lane number 4 is Cashman. Cashman really trying to assert himself on this breaststroke leg. Natter in lane 7, trying to stay with him. Also moving up in lane number 3, Carmichael from Waterloo. And into the 150, it's going to be Cashman with the lead. He turns in a 134.59, 34.7 on that breaststroke split. And Cashman and Carmichael sitting 1 and 2, heading into this final 25 of freestyle. Yang coming back in lane number 1. Yang is going to try and close it out strong. And into the flags and the touch is Cullen Cashman. He gets it done in a 2:05.40. New PR for him. And second spot in the heat was Dylan Yang in a 2:05.62. Third to Carmichael, 2:06.40. Z final. Swimming in the C final in lane 1, Franklin Regional Swim Team Lucas Ackerman. In 2, Peninsula Wave, Owen Starbach. 3, Robbie Doolittle, Sierra Marlins. In 4, Nate Sherrod, Magnolia. In 5, Daniel Brandon, North Baltimore. Swimming in 6 from the University of Denver, Daniel Mitka. In 7, Noah Hardy, Northeast Aquatic. And in 8, Miles Koff, North Baltimore. 26.36 for Sherrod, 26.72 for Brannon. Lanes 4 and 5. And Brannon on this backstroke has already closed the gap on Sherrod. Quick tempo for him. Sherrod trying to stay with him. At the 100, it's going to be Brannon, 58.73. He's got a 10th on Sherrod. 32.01 for him on that backstroke. Fastest backstroke was a 31.53 in lane 2. That was Owen Starbach. And into this breaststroke, Sherrod has pulled away a little bit. Moving up on the breaststroke is lane 6 for the Hilltoppers, Daniel Mitka. Also moving well in the breaststroke is Robbie Doolittle in lane number 3. 135.22 for Sherrod at the 150. Doolittle is into second at a 135.50. Third is Ackerman up in lane number 1. Still a very close race between lanes 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And Doolittle's looking good with less than 25 meters to go in lane number 3. He's looking to close it out with a win. Doolittle and Sherrod, and into the touch. Doolittle gets it done by 3/100ths of a second, 2:05.47 for him. New best time for him, Sherrod, a 2:05.50. E-final.
Take your mark.
Swimming in the B final in lane 1, Eli Sweet, Swimac. In 2, Isaiah Silver, Livermore, Aqua Cowboys. In 3, Liam Smith, Greater Kalamazoo. In 4, Cinco Perez, Team Pittsburgh. In 5, Nico Lee, Hillsborough. In 6, Reed O'Connell, Long Island. In 7, Caleb Caponera, Florida Atlantic. And in lane 8, Dominic Irons, Scottsdale. Liam Smith was a 26.51 on the fly, second only to Caponera, who is a 26.10. That Smith has the lead in lane number 3. It's going to be Smith, Lee, and Caponera. Smith in 3, Lee in 5, Caponera in 7 at the 100. 31.2 for Smith on that backstroke. Eli Sweet in lane number 1 had the next fastest backstroke split of 31.5. And lanes 1, 2, and 3 moving together, heading into the 150, along with Caleb Caponera in lane number 7. Caleb Caponera moving really well in lane number 7. He's going to head into the freestyle with the lead by about 0.6 of a second. Caponera up on Perez in lane number 4, who's back in the game after a really strong breaststroke leg. He was a 35.6, best in the field. And it's Caponera in 7, Cinco Perez in lane 4. And Perez has passed him. Perez and Isaiah Silver in lane number 2. Silver's having an incredible back half, and it's going to be Perez and Silver in under the flags, but Perez gets it done. 2:03.84 for the heat win, and a huge new best time for him. Isaiah Silver was second, tied with Liam Smith, lanes 2 and 3 in 2:04.51. Presenting your championship finalists in the men's 200 IM. Swimming in lane number 1, representing Foothills Swim Team, Joey Sutterman. In 2, from Madison Aquatic Club, Max Garbage. In 3, representing West Coast Aquatics, Seunta Lee. Your top qualifier in lane number 4, swimming for Magnolia Aquatic Club, Cullen Call. Swimming in 5 for New Wave Swim Team, Parker Van Olst. In 6, representing Cincinnati Marlins, Nash King. In 7, from First Colony Swim, Jack Madden. And in 8, from City of Midland, Ethan Hammondtree. Championship final.
Take your mark.
Cullen Call was the fastest this morning. He was a 2:02.13. He owns the fastest PB in this field. He set that not too long ago at Nationals here in Irvine in a 2:00.28. Good enough for number 6 all time in the 15-16 age group. Also in those all-time rankings is Syunta Lee in lane number 3 with his 2:02.11. He's number 15 all-time for 15-16 age group. But at the 50, it's Cullen Call, 25.83. He's the leader at the 50. Second was Sutterman in lane number 1 in a 25.95. And Sutterman in lane number 1 is looking good heading into this 100 wall. Sutterman and Call. They'll turn together, 57.43 for Sutterman, 57.55 for Call. And Garbach was third in lane number 2, 58.1. And into the all-important breaststroke leg. Call is looking to put some more distance between himself and the rest of the field. Moving on up is Van Olst in lane number 5. Garbach and Lee not out of it just yet. But Call at the 150 with a sizable lead. He turns into 131.25. He's about a body length and a half up on Van Olst in lane 5. And he's looking really good heading into these final 25 meters. The race for third looks like it's between Madden in 7 and Garbach and Lee in lane 2 and 3. But Call puts his head down in lane number 4 and gets the touch in 2:00.43. A huge swim for him to take the junior national title. Coming in for second was Parker Van Olst in a 2:02.89 out of lane 5. And third from lane 7 was Jack Madden, 2:03.17. Thanks. Coaches, a reminder that relay cards are due by 5:45 p.m. And if we could have a coach from Magnolia Aquatic Club to the ready room, please. Thank you. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the men's 200 individual medley. Presenting the awards from Magnolia Aquatic Club, Stu Wilson. Finishing in 8th place from Foothill Swim Team, Joey Sutterman. Finishing in 7th place from Cincinnati Marlins of Ohio, Nash King. In 6th place from City of Midland, Ethan Hammontree. In 5th place, representing Madison Aquatic Club, Max Garbach. In 4th place, from West Coast Aquatics, Seunta Lee. In 3rd place, swimming for First Colony Swim Team, Jack Madden. In 2nd, from New Wave Swim Team, Parker Van Olst. And your junior national champion, swimming to a time of 2:00.43, representing Magnolia Aquatic Club, Cullen Call. A round of applause for our top 8 in the men's 200 IM and to all of our competitors this evening. Presenting your top seeded heat in the women's 1500 freestyle. Swimming in lane number 1 from Badger Swim Club, Alex Fox. In lane number 2 from Long Island Aquatic Club, Samantha Anderson. Swimming in 3 from Long Island Aquatic Club, Una Diaz. In 4 from Asphalt Green Unified Aquatics, Millie Birch. In 5 from Tyler Rose Aquatic Club, Madeline Petty. Swimming in 6 from Revolution Aquatic Club, Sarah Jong. In lane 7 from Reach Aquatics, Ellie Patla. In lane 8 from Laker Swim, Liliana Kristalik. women's 1500 freestyle. A race of pacing, of control, and of timing underway in the women's 1500 freestyle, and hopefully plenty of intrigue as these women go the mile. Millie Birch from Agua in lane number 4 comes in with the fastest seed time in a 16:49.78. Una Diaz up in lane number 3. She was part of that record-setting 4x2 for LIAC just a couple of nights ago, setting a new national age group record. At the 100 wall, it's Ellie Patla in a 101.3. She's swimming down in lane number 7 for Reach Aquatics. Still very early days in this 1500. Second at that 100 mark was Petty in lane number 5. And third was Birch, 103.11. Watch the split times, and Patla was a 33.1 on that 50. The fastest split time on that one was Millie Birch in lane number 4. She was a 32.7. The splits will begin to tell the tale as we move through roughly 16 minutes of swimming together. Patla's got about 2 seconds up on the rest of the field. Petty is second in lane number 5. And most of the field pacing about 33 low to 33 mid, though Patla was a 32.8 on that previous 50. Patla's got about his body length lead on lane 4 and 5. Birch and Petty, Birch in 4, Petty in 5, they're pacing together. But Patla continuing to look strong out of lane number 7. She comes in with a PB of 16:59. She set that at sectionals back in July. Fastest PB in this field is a 16:49.1 set by Birch at Futures. And the fastest times this afternoon were set by Wolf, Meyer, and Eubank. This afternoon, Emily Wolf from Fisher's area was a 16:51.1. That should be a factor. Adele Meyer was second out of the afternoon heats in a 16:56.68 for Team Pittsburgh. And third out of the afternoon heats was Mia Eubank, Nova, Virginia, 16:57.88. So keep those times in mind as we roll through this 1500 free. But as we head into the 400, there's been a slight shift. Patla is still leading in lane number 7. Moving on up is Petty in lane number 5. Petty with the fastest 50 split on that field, on that 50. 4:22.5 for her, 4:20.9 per Patla. And Birch trying to stay right there in lane number 4. .33 lows for Patla and Petty, 33 highs for Birch and Diaz. At this stage, the rest of the field not quite pacing with them, but that can change a lot in the second 500 and in the third 500. .529.34 for Petty, 527.63 for Patla, and 531.0 for Birch. We'll see what starts to change in the second 500. So far, it's still Patla in lane number 7. At the 650, still Patla in lane 7. Petty is moving on up in lane number 5. Petty was 3rd in the 800 at the top of the meet. She was an 8:43.25 earlier in the meet, and she's really starting to move in lane number 5. .741.98 for Patla, 7:43.1 for Petty. That gap now just over a second. And Petty, breathing to her right, can see Patla every 2 strokes. Millie Birch still not out of it in lane number 4. She's looking smooth and controlled. The question is going to be if any of these other ladies, like Diaz in 3, or Zhang in lane 6 are going to start to move into the second 500. And that was the midway point. That was 750 meters gone, 750 to go. And they'll come in here for the 800 for an important split. Ellie Patla an 8:49.37, Madeline Petty an 8:50.26, and Millie Birch an 8:55.1. For comparison of the heats this afternoon, the fastest 800 split there was an 8:57.99 by Emily Wolf from Fisher's area. So these ladies are pacing really well in lanes 7, 5, and 4. Petty still has Patla within her sights. now heading into the 900. Petty has pulled even with Patla. The two are going to turn together at the 900. But Petty clearly pacing well, and with every 50, she's going to look to chip away and extend a lead here. Still not quite ahead of Patla, but on that 50, she was 0.6 of a second faster than Patla. 33.48 to 34.1 for Patla. No one in the rest of the field quite splitting with them, though Una Diaz in lane number 3, she was a 34.2 on that split. But Patla in lane 7 not giving an inch, still holding the lead at the 950. This is going to be the 2/3 mark at the 1,000. They turn exactly together at the 1,000, 11:04.60. $11.10 for Millie Birch and 11:15 for Una Diaz. So Ellie Patla on that second 500, she opened in a 5:27.6. She was then a 5:37 flat. Madeline Petty opened in a 5:29.3. She was then a 5:35 low. And Petty, with 450 to go, has taken over. She has half a second lead on Patla. She had the fastest second 500 of the group. And she's going to look to try and put some distance between her and Patla in these next couple of hundred. Birch still holding down third in lane number 4. And Una Diaz currently in fourth in lane number 3. Every time Petty pulls away, Ellie Patla seems to find a response. The two split just a 10th apart from each other at the 1100. With 350 to go, it's still just over a 10th separating Petty and Patla. Birch just a couple of seconds behind in lane number 4, and Diaz trying to see if she can close that gap between herself and Birch. As a reminder, those times to keep an eye on from this afternoon, Eubank was a 16:57.8, Meyer was a 16:56.6, and Wolf was a 16:51.1. Patla now has taken back over the lead. She's up by half a second over Petty. Turns in a 13:53.4. The fastest of the heats this afternoon at that point was a 14:01.7, so they're about 8 seconds up on the pace. Let's see what these final couple hundred meters have in store for us. And Petty has opened back up about a second lead. Excuse me, Patla has opened up about a second lead over Petty. with just 200 meters to go. Patla in lane 7, Petty in lane 5. Petty trying to respond in lane number 5. That gap now extending to about 1.5 seconds. Petty trying to put her legs into it. And Diaz in lane number 3 has closed that gap a tiny bit more with Millie Birch, but it's still about 3.5 seconds. She's gonna have to go if she wants to catch Birch. Into the sweet sound of the bell goes Ellie Patla at the 1400. She's a 15:33.1, still 1.5 seconds up on Petty. And she starts to put her legs into it. Birch in 3rd, Diaz still 3.5 seconds behind her in 4th for Lyak. And into the final 100 we go. Patla, who at one point looked like she might get overtaken by Petty in lane number 5, responded and finished with a really impressive last couple of 100 meters. And she is going to take the junior national title from lane number 7. The question is the time. As she heads in with less than 10 meters to go from lane number 7. And Patla will touch in a 16:38.15. Great swim for her out of lane number 7 to take the junior national title. Second to Petty, 16:42.26. And third in lane number 4 to Millie Birch from Agua, 16:53.61. Coach from Reach Aquatics to the ready room, please. Coach from Reach Aquatics, thank you. You can now see the top 8 finishers for both the afternoon heats and this fastest seated heat up on the board. And we'll be presenting those awards to you just shortly. Ava Di Pasquale from Sarasota, and Una Diaz from Long Island. To the ready room, please. Thank you. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the women's 1500 meter freestyle. Presenting the awards from Reach Aquatics, Jim Patla. Finishing in 8th place from Sarasota Tsunami, Ava Di Pasquale. In 7th place from Nova Virginia, Mia Eubank. In 6th from Team Pittsburgh, Adele Meyer. In 5th from Long Island Aquatic Club, Una Diaz. In 4th place from Asphalt Green, Millie Birch. In 3rd place from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers, Emily Wolf. In 2nd place from Tyler Rose Aquatic Club, Madeline Petty. And your junior national champion, winning in a time of 16:38.15, representing Reach Aquatic Swim Club, Ellie Patla. A round of applause for our top 8 finishers. Moving now from the longest event to the shortest event. Next up is the women's 50 freestyle. Junior meet record in this event set back in 2025 by Julie Mishler, a 25 flat. Junior world record is owned by Claire Curzan in a 24.17 from the TAC Titans. D final. Gelambicus, Wardley, Haran, Scherer, Inman, Kulo, Arnold, and Wilkie, lanes 1 through 8. Separated by just 9/100ths of a second this morning. This is going to be a great race. Getting a great start is lanes 1 and 2. Gelambicus in 1, Wardley in 2. Kulo moving well in lane 6 as well, and getting the touch. Wardley in a 25.91. She inches out Gelambicus by 2/100ths of a second. And PBs for both of those women up in lane number 1 and 2 in this first heat. C final. Ferguson, McDaniel, Koike, Alberton, Seegers, Hager, Waselenki, and Smith, lanes 1 through 8. Very tightly bunched field, but having the lead at the 25s was McDaniel in lane number 2. She's moving very well, as is Waselenki in lane number 7. Heading in for the touch, it's going to be McDaniel 25.80, Waselenki just 9/100ths behind her in a 25.89. And third in the heat, in a 25.99 was Sarah Koike. PBs all around. Well done, ladies. B final. Webster, Summers, Otaegi, Hager, Gebhardt, Scobie, Canois, and Fernstrom, lanes 1 through 8. Getting a quick start is Fernstrom in lane number 8. Also lane 3, Otaegi. And Otaegi looking very strong with just a couple of meters to go. She's gonna get the touch in a 25.98 out of lane number 3. Summers was just 6/100ths of a second behind her in a 26.04. Third in the heat, down in lane 8 was Fernstrom indeed in a 26.13.12. Presenting your championship finalists in the women's 50 freestyle. Swimming in lane number 1 from Club Wolverine, Kia Alert. In lane number 2, representing Edina, Adeline Biegler. In 3 from Bellevue Club Swim Team, Sutton Forbes. In lane number 4, representing Scarlet Aquatics, Emiliana Gonzalez. In lane 5, swimming for North Bay Aquatics, Charlie Terrell. In 6 from Woodland Swim Team, Molly Terry. In 7, swimming for Brownell Talbot, Millie Knudsen. And in lane 8, from Team Pittsburgh, Delaney O'Toole. championship final. Gonzalez was fastest this morning in a 25.52. Fastest PB in the field is a 25.41 from Forbes in lane number 3. Off the blocks very well is Gonzalez in 4. She's powering through this race very well in the first 25. Going with her in lane number 5 is Terrell. Also moving well is Knudsen in lane number 7. And with momentum is Forbes, who gets the win. Forbes in lane number 3 for Bellevue with a huge second 25. She gets the win in a 25.38. Second in the heat, 25.50 for Terrell, and third was Gonzalez in a 25.51. Forbes slices 3/100ths of a second off of her PB, set at Nationals. And the coach from Bellevue Club swim team to the ready room, please. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the women's 50-meter freestyle. The awards this evening will be presented by Bellevue Club swim teams Abby Liu, finishing in 8th place from Woodland swim team, Molly Terry. In 7th place from Club Wolverine, Kia Alert. In 6th place, swimming for Team Pittsburgh Elite Aquatics, Delaney O'Toole. In 5th place, representing Edina Swim Club, Adeline Biegler. In 4th place, from Brownell Talbot, Millie Knudsen. In 3rd place, swimming for Scarlet Aquatics, Emiliana Gonzalez. In 2nd place, from North Bay Aquatics, Charlie Terrell. And winning the junior national title, swimming to a time of 25.38, representing the Bellevue Club swim team, Sutton Forbes. These are your top 8 finishers in the women's 50 freestyle. Turning our attention now to the men's event, the men's 50 freestyle. Junior meet record in this event is a 22.13, set in 2010 by Vladimir Morozov from Swim Torrance. Junior world record set by American Michael Andrew in 2017. It's a 21.75. D final. Gupta, Engelstad, Campbell, Rodenkirch, Lewis, Joe, Shippey, and Suliga in lanes 1 through 8 in this D final. Off to a very quick start is Brady Campbell in lane number 3. He's got the lead at the 35-meter mark. Accelerating well is Tanay Gupta in lane number 1. And getting the heat win, Brady Campbell in a 23.14. Second in the heat was Tanay Gupta in a 23.32. C final. Lanes 1 through 8, Fidalgo, Alberton, Pan Wang, Willoughby, Fong, Davis, Mann, and Kaplan. Fastest of this group was Willoughby in lane number 4 this morning. He's moving well with Braden Fong in lane number 5. Fong appears to have the slightest of edges over Willoughby with just a couple of meters to go. Into the touch. Willoughby gets it done out of lane number 4 by 3/100ths, 23.21. Second was Fong in a 23.24. Third was Sawyer Davis, 23.32. B final. McCullough, Lindsay, Rusk, Lee, Mall, Shen, Litwiller, and Fout, lanes 1 through 8 in the B final. Powering through his lane 4, Adam Lee. He's got a great start, as does Julian Rusk in lane number 3. Litwiller not out of it in lane 7, but getting the touch is gonna be Rusk, 23.02. for the heat win in the B final over Adam Lee in a 23:05. Prior to this meet, Russ Best was a 23:51 from sectionals in Austin. A pretty big drop for him. Presenting your championship finalists in the men's 50 freestyle. Swimming in lane number 1 from Madison Aquatic Club, Sam Wolf. In lane number 2 from Rose Bowl Aquatics, James Ju. In lane number 3, representing Jupiter Dragon Swim Team, Julian Granison. Your top qualifier in lane 4, from the Blazing Barracudas, Thor Johannesson. In lane 5, from the Wahoos of Wellington, Andreas da Silva. In lane 6, representing Sierra Marlin Swim Team, Brody Chandler. In lane 7, from Chelsea Piers Aquatic Club, Jack Cunningham. And swimming for Irvine Nova Aquatics in lane number 8, Edward Chen. Championship final. Thor Johannesson in lane number 4 was the fastest this morning at 22.23, good enough for number 9 all time in the 17-18 age group. He's got the lead at the 25. Going with him is lane 3, Julian Granison. Johannesson and Granison heading in with less than 10 meters to go, and Johannesson appears to have the lead. He's gonna get the touch, 22.19, lowering his PB from the morning by another 4 100ths. And good enough now for number 8 all time for him. Second was Granison in a 22.31. He was tied at number 34 this morning. He'll jump up from that. And third, Brody Chandler in a 22.42. Coach from the Blazing Barracudas to the ready room, please. Thank you. presenting your top 8 finishers in the men's 50 freestyle. Presenting the awards from Blazing Barracudas is Eric Dennis. Finishing in 8th place, representing Chelsea Piers Aquatic Club, Jack Cunningham. In 7th place, from Irvine Nova Aquatics, Edward Chen. In 6th place, from Madison Aquatic Club, Sam Wolf. In 5th place, representing Rose Bowl, James Ju. In 4th place, swimming for Wahoos of Wellington, Andreas De Silva. In 3rd place, from Sierra Marlin Swim Team, Brody Chandler. In 2nd, from the Jupiter Dragon Swim Team, Julian Granison. And winning the junior national title, finishing a time of 22.19, representing the Blazing Barracudas of Ohio, Thor Johannesson. A round of applause for your top 8 finishers in the 50 freestyle, along with all of our competitors in this event this evening. Presenting your top seeded heat in the men's 800 freestyle. Swimming in lane number 1 from 757 Swim, Will Hartig. In lane number 2 from TSM Aquatics, Zach Tower. Swimming in lane number 3 from Ozaki Aquatics, Aiden Terrazas. In lane number 4, swimming for Revolution Aquatic Club, Joey Eady. In lane number 5, from Long Island Aquatic Club, James Darcy. Swimming in 6, representing Pleasanton, William Canori. In lane number 7, from Streamline Aquatics, Grant Lilly. In lane number 8, from Pleasanton Seahawks, Christopher Wang. men's 800 freestyle. This is the fastest seeded heat of the men's 800 freestyle. Fastest seed is Joey Edie in 8:09.55. He was in 8:03 at Nationals just a couple of days ago. Good enough for number 24 all time in his age group. Also swimming very quickly at Nationals was William Canori in lane number 6 in 8:06.5. Good enough for number 42 all time in the 15-16 age group. We'll see what these gentlemen have in store for us this evening, but early on it is Edie jumping out to a bit of a lead over lane 3, Terrazas. Edie was a 15:28.48 to win the 1500 on opening night. Will Hardig was second in that race. He's swimming in lane number 1. And Edie was a 57:01 at the 100. Only he and Darcy were under 30 on that second split. We'll watch the split times very closely as they move through the race. $127.68 for Edie. And coming up here to the quarter way through mark. So mark 200 meters, 600 meters to go after this turn. And Edie's got some company in lane number 4. He turns at a 158.44. Pair of 158.9s from James Darcy in 5, Aiden Terrazas in lane 3. And Terrazas, Edie, and Darcy turning more or less together at the 250. Canori and Lilly not letting them get away though. And Hartig, who is the runner-up in the 1500, maintaining contact. At the 300, still Edie, Terrazas second, Darcy third. The 3 turning together, and Canori and Grant Lilly still very much in contention. The question becomes when they're going to make their move, when they're going to start to bring their legs into it. At this point, they're all more or less pacing together. They were all 31 O's on that last 50, 31 lows. And Edie's still leading at the 350. 331.93, his lead now just to 1/100th of a second over Terrazas in lane 3. And Canori has started to move in lane number 6. He's very much joined the group. Grant Lilly in lane 7, trying to stay right with them. But those 4 in lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6 are going to turn together at the 400. 400 meters down, 400 to go, and this should be a very interesting second half of the race. Fastest split there was from lane 7, Grant Lilly in a 30.9. See if he can maintain that in this second 400. But Edie's still looking very controlled in lane number 4, hasn't gone to his legs yet. And even with that, he's opened up a half body length lead on the rest of the field. Long loping strokes for him. And Darcy trying to respond in 5, as is Kenori in 6. At the 500, Edie has opened up almost a body length lead on his competitors. He'll perhaps be looking to negative split this. And he was a 30.4 on that 50. The only other split under 31 was Kenori in lane number 6 at a 30.99. With less than 300 meters to go, this is Edie's race to lose, but Darcy trying to go with him. Darcy's in 2nd at the moment, and Kenori currently in 3rd. The question is whether any of them can close this gap. Kenori came in with the 2nd fastest seed time of the group. And he's starting to move in lane number 6. Edie, though, with a third 200, that put a huge amount of distance between him and the rest of the field, turns at 6:05.45. He was a 30.5 on that split. Let's see if he can maintain that coming home. 30.5 as well for William Kenori in lane number 6. Kenori now in 6, in 2nd, breathing to his left towards Darcy. And with just 150 meters to go, it's very much Joey Edie's race to lose. 2.5 seconds up. With just over 100 meters to swim, Edie in 1st, Darcy in 2nd. Excuse me, Kenori in 2nd and Darcy in 3rd. We'll see what can move in this final 100. Edie, 2 seconds up on Kenori. Kenori, 1.5 seconds up on Darcy. The race for 4th is on between lanes 1, 3, and 7. 1 is Hartig, 1, 3, and 7. Hartig, Terrazas, and Lilly in lane number 7. $7:36.5 for Edie. Kenori is closing very well in lane number 6. His legs are really coming into it. He was a 29.3 on that penultimate 50. And the question is, will he have enough room to try and close the gap with Edie? Edie's looking good in lane number 4. He won't quite catch the time that he set a couple of days ago at Nationals, but he's gonna get the junior national title in an 8:04.84. Kenori lowers his time from Nationals by almost a second in an 8:05.69, and 3rd was Darcy in an 8:10.56. Top 8 are now up on the screen, and if we can have a coach from Revolution Aquatic to the ready room, please. Thank you. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the men's 800 freestyle. Presenting the awards will be Revolution Aquatic Club's Jenny Edie. Finishing in 8th place, representing Streamline Aquatics, Grant Lilly. In 7th place, swimming for Badger Swim Club, Jackson Cooper. In 6th place, from Raleigh Swimming Association, Liam Drake. In 5th place, from 757 Swim, Will Hartig. In 4th place, representing the University of Denver Hilltoppers, Trevin Kraus. In 3rd place, representing Long Island Aquatic Club, James Darcy. In 2nd place, from Pleasanton Seahawks, William Canori. And your junior national champion, winning the title in a time of 8:04.84, from Revolution Aquatic Club, Joey Edie. A round of applause for your top 8 finishers in the men's 800 and for all of your competitors in the men's 800 freestyle. Next up will be the women's and men's 400 medley relay. The fastest 2 seeded heats of the women's event will swim first, followed by the fastest 2 seeded heats of the men's, and then we'll be alternating between the women's 400 medley relay and the men's 400 medley relay for the remaining heats. First up will be the women's event, and heat number 1. The junior meet record in this event is a 4:06.18 by Carmel Swim Club, set back in 2023. Heat 1. Swimming in this first heat of the women's 4x100 medley relay. In 1, Dynamo, Williams, Morris, Marcotte, Capella. In 2, Nitro, Visp, Paduran, Farron, and Higgs. In 3, Patriot, Brace, Sandor, Hayashi, Rosenbach. In 5, Empire KC, Bolyard, Seaman, Velty, Baber. In 7, Long Island, Luca, Schlivko, Luca, and Siegel. And in 8, Fisher's area, Pat, Gannon, Wolf, and Wolf. Long Island had the lead at the 50. That was Julia Luca in a 30.55. Moving well in the second 50 is Empire KC, Ashlyn Bolyard. The pair will head in at the first exchange with the lead. Empire KC followed by Long Island at the 100. Long Island is just a second behind. Bolyard hands over to Seaman. Luca hands over in lane number 7 to Schlivko. And currently in third is lane number 2, Nitro. Bisk handing over to Pajaran. .150 meters through this race, and Seaman in lane number 5 looking good. Seaman will hand over to Lucy Velty on this next exchange. In lane 2, Pajaran will hand over to Araya Farron. They're sitting 1-2 and moving on up in lane 1. That's Dynamo with Annalise Morris. And Morris will hand over to Marcotte in lane 1. Into the water go the Butterflyers. Velty with the lead in lane number 5. Bisk and, Araya Farron in lane number 2. Trying to put some distance between herself and Marcotte in 1. But the gap for Empire KC is pretty significant heading into this final exchange. And Dynamo and Nitro are locked in a battle in lanes 2 and 1. Dynamo in 1, Nitro in 2. But Empire KC, with about 3 body lengths of a lead on the rest of the field, heads into this final exchange. Empire KC hands over to Kinley Baber for the anchor. Nitro's anchor in lane 2 is Teresa Higgs. And Dynamo's anchor in 1 is Chloe Capola. .27.20 for Kinley Baber heading out in lane number 5. And no question who the winner of this opening heat is going to be. It's going to be Empire KC. The question is the second spot. Dynamo and Nitro still locked in that battle. Nitro appears to have the edge with just 15 meters to go. And getting the touch, Empire KC in a 4:12.37. Second in the heat, 4:16.90 to Nitro. And Dynamo is third in a 4:17.23. Heat 2. swimming in the second heat of the women's 400 medley relay. In 1, Westchester Aquatic Club. 2, Streamline Aquatics. 3, Beach Cities Alpha. 4, Nova Virginia. 5, SwimMac Carolina. 6, SwimMac Carolina. B Team. 7, NASA Wildcat. And an 8, the University of Denver Hilltoppers. Lane Francis was a 29.7 to take it out for Nova in lane number 4. She's got about a body length lead on lane number 3. That's Beach Cities Alpha with Gabby Brito. And Inez Arnold in lane number 1 for Westchester is currently in 3rd. The Lane Francis from Nova, Virginia, a 1:01.17, nearly 2 seconds up. A second and a half up on Sydney Wasylenki in lane number 8. And she handed over to Abigail Bonham in lane number 4. Bonham heads into the breaststroke. Had a huge 200 breaststroke last night. And moving well in lane number 5 is Avery Clamforth from SwimMac. At the 150, it's still Nova Virginia in 4. The high tops in lane 8 still in 2nd with Elsa Anderson. And Clamforth trying to close the gap a little bit. Grace Koningsong in lane number 7 moving on up. Koningsong trying to give the Wildcats an advantage heading into the butterfly leg. But at the halfway mark, it is all Nova Virginia. 2:11.57 for Nova Virginia at the 200. The split time there for Bonham was a 1:10.4. That was the fastest split of the field other than NASA Wildcat. Grace Koningsong was a 1:10.36. And into the butterfly they go. Nova Virginia in 1st, NASA Wildcat in 2nd, Denver Hilltoppers in 3rd, and SwimMac Carolina in 4th, and definitely not out of it. SwimMac North Carolina on a huge first 50 from Emma Grace Richardson has moved them into 2nd. Maddie Bynum still has about 3 body lengths lead over Richardson, but Richardson trying to close that gap. Bynum hands over to Putri in lane number 4. Emma Grace Richardson hands over to Bree Smith in lane number 5. And Addie Koningsong in lane 7 handed over to Sophia Freestead. Into the final 50 meters we go. Kate Boutry, a 3:39.56 at the 350. They've got a sizable lead over SwimMac Carolina in lane 5 with Bree Smith in the water. And the race for 3rd, very much between lane 2, Streamline Aquatics, lane 7, NASA Wildcat. But getting in for the win is going to be lane 4, Nova Virginia, 4:10.15. Undercutting the time from the previous heat by just over 2 seconds. 2nd in the heat, 4:12.35 was SwimMac Carolina, and 3rd was Streamline Aquatics in a 4:15.24. Heat 1, men's 400 medley relay. He won the second fastest seeded heat in the men's 400 medley relay. In 1, Scarlet Aquatics. In 2, NASA Wildcat. In 3, Nitro Swimming. In 4, Lakeside Aquatic. In 5, Madison Aquatic. In 6, Rochester Swim. In 7, Gold Medal. And in 8, Irvine Nova Aquatics. Opening things up for Rochester in lane 6 is Elliott Leisure. He's been on a tear this week. He won that 100 back in a 54 high last night in a new national age group record. He's got the lead. We'll check the split time for him. And he touches in a 55.78. Brecken Curran was second there for SwimMac, or sorry, for Madison Aquatic Club in a 56.49. Into the breaststroke, and it's Rochester in 6, Madison in 5. Those are your 2 leaders early on. Moving up in lane 3 is Santa Clara Swim Club. Santa Clara's is Nitro. Nitro's got Zach Marshall in the water. And Marshall trying to close the gap, if he can, between himself and Henry Zanton. Zanton has put a lot of distance between himself and Rochester. But Marshall trying to go with him. Also moving on up in lane number 4 is Adam Kuhn. Kuhn from Lakeside is putting them into the top 3. Into the butterfly. Henry in first. He hands over to Max Garbach in lane number 5. Swimming the butterfly leg in lane 4 for Lakeside is Max Stanislaus. And swimming for Nitro in lane 3 is Hernandez Ojeda. Those are your top 3 teams heading into the final 150. A lot can still change, but these 3 teams have very much separated themselves. Garbach in 5, Stanislaus in 4, and Hernandez Ojeda in 3. And moving very well through this butterfly leg is Stanislaus. The Lakeside athlete is going to try and give them the lead heading into the final 100 of freestyle. Great exchange there for Lakeside in lane number 4. They touch in a 2:55.05. Madison half a second behind in lane number 5. And third was still Nitro in lane 3. Into the final 25 we go. Madison trying to close the gap with Lakeside. Lakeside trying to make sure that they do not let that happen. And with more than just 10 meters to go, looks like Lakeside is going to hold on in lane number 4. They get the touch by 0.2 of a second, 3:45.65. Madison, 3:45.86. And Nitro in lane 3, third in 3:48.01. Heat 2, men's 400 medley relay. Swimming the second heat for the men. In lane 1, Streamline Aquatics. In 2, NASA Wildcat. In 3, Santa Clara Swim Club. In 4, Badger Swim Club. In 5, Waterloo Swimming. In 6, New Wave Swim Team. In 7, Irvine Nova Aquatics. And in 8, Central Ohio. Waterloo with Benjamin Jaggers has the lead at the 50, 26:43. And Jaggers looking very good through this first 100 meters of backstroke. He's got a body length lead over lane 4 Badger as they head into the breaststroke. Great exchange for them, 55-35 for Jaggers. Michael Gay was second in lane number 4 for Badger in a 56-68. Third at the first exchange was NASA Wildcat in a 56-77 up in lane number 2. And Waterloo at the 150 has opened up a little over a second lead over lane 2. The NASA Wildcat A team. And Badger trying to stay in contention, moving on up in lane number 3 is Santa Clara Swim Club. Still Waterloo at the 200. Lane hands over to Stolarczyk in lane number 5. In lane number 2, Chen hands over to Ethan Chung. And in lane number 4, for Badger, McDonald hands over to Olsen. And Waterloo still leading at the 250 by 2 seconds over the Wildcats in lane number 2. Ethan Chung trying to close that gap in lane number 2. But it's still going to be Waterloo at the 300. $53.85 for Waterloo on the butterfly for Stolarczyk. NASA Wildcat was a $53.40 with Ethan Chung. And with just over 50 meters to swim, this is Waterloo's race to lose. 3:14.83, 3:16.95. A 23.4 for Waterloo's Julian Risk going out. And Aiden Kaplan in 2 was a 23.9. This final heat is going to belong to Waterloo. The question is the time. And they will come in under the flags for the heat win in a 3:41.16. A huge swim for them and a new national age group record, undercutting the 3:41.91 for the 15 to 18 age group. Second place in that heat was NASA Wildcat in a 3:43.29, and third was Badger in a 3:46.12. A round of applause for that new national age group record. Well done, Waterloo Swimming. Next up will be Heat 3 for the women, Heat 5 overall. Heat 3. A reminder that at the close of these 400 medley relay heats, we will be presenting the awards for women's and men's high point awards, and for the top 10 teams, as well as the relay awards for the women's and men's 400 medley relay. So please stick around for that. Into heat number 3 we go on the women's side. In lane 1, Gold Medal Swim Club. In 2, Orinda Aquatics. In 3, Lakeside Aquatic Club. In 4, Santa Clara Swim Club. In 5, Schrader Swim Team. In 6, Bellevue Club Swim Team. In 7, Central Ohio. And in 8, Clovis Swim Club. Fastest time out of those first 2 heats for the woman was a 4:10.15 by Nova of Virginia. Opening things up in lane number 5 is Maggie Dickinson in a 1:01.98. Dickinson hands over to Kamasa in lane number 5. Kamasa's got company from Bellevue in lane number 6. That's Annie Wang. That's Tatum Engi, excuse me, in lane number 6. And at the 150, they'll turn together. Kamasa, 137.27. Engi for Bellevue at a 137.35. Sophia Zabel in lane number 2 for Orinda, also looking good. She's moving on up, as are lanes 7 and 8. Alexis Peltz in 7 and Reagan Hildreth in 8. At the 200, it's going to be Schrader, or Bellevue. Butterflyers in the water for Bellevue are Annie Wang in 6. Abigail Yu in 4. And in 5 for Schrader, A.B. King. Orinda's Emma Sloan in lane number 2 is making some noise, as is lane 7, Adeline Espy. Adeline Espy for Central Ohio. She's got her team within contention. And at the 300 mark, it's going to be lanes 2, 5, and 7. 2 is Orinda, 5 is Schrader, 7 is Central Ohio. And Schrader has a slight edge entering the freestyle. Central Ohio trying to go with them. And Orinda in lane number 2. Just 8/100ths of a second separate these top 3 teams with less than 50 meters to go. Make some noise. Canoyes anchoring for Orinda in lane 2. Dickinson in 5. And Adeline Espy in lane 7. The Canoyes moving really well in this second 50. She's going to get it done for Orinda. And they are going to take out the heat win in a 4:17.80. Heat 3, men's 400 medley relay. Heat number 3 for the men. In lane 1, Livermore Aqua Cowboys. In 2, Tide Swimming. In 3, Nova Virginia. In 4, Rose Bowl Aquatics. In 5, Mesa Aquatics Club. In 6, Mason Manta Rays. And in 8, Beach Cities Alpha. Early lead to Cade Beeler in lane number 1 for Lakeside. For Livermore. And Cade Beeler for Livermore with nearly a body length lead heading into the 100. 56.90 for him. Chance Lowry for Nova Virginia was second at that exchange. 57.6. And Nova with a great takeover. That's Julian Brady in the water for them on the breaststroke. It's lane 1, followed by lane 3, followed by lane 5. Lane 5, that's Mesa Aquatics Club. They're currently in 3rd. Moving on up in lane number 4 is Rose. Rose Bowl Aquatics with Henry Yang in the water. But Chase Lewis in lane number 1, putting some distance between himself and the rest of the field. Livermore continuing to roll in lane number 1. At the 200, Livermore with nearly a second and a half over Mesa Aquatic Club in lane number 5. Butterflyers in the water. For Livermore in 1, Tyler Ortiz. For Mesa in 5, Mark Heffern. For Mason Manta Rays in lane 6, Braden Fuller. For Rose Bowl in lane 4, Liam Thomas. And for Nova Virginia in 3, Owen Miklos. Livermore continues to extend a bit on this butterfly. Mesa Aquatic Club is still in 2nd at the 3rd exchange. And Tyler Ortiz will hand over to Isaiah Silver for this anchor leg. For Mesa, Mark Hefford handed over to Stephen Argabright. And in lane number 6, the Mason Manta Rays, Braden Fuller handed over to Quinn Heiss. Isaiah Silver looking to close this out for the Livermore Aqua Cowboys in lane number 1. The race for 2nd though, look at that, between lanes 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Lanes 4 and 5 inching ahead. Lane 4 is Rose Bowl, 5 is Mesa. But Livermore Aqua Cowboys take the heat win in a 3:49.39. Second in the heat goes to Rose Bowl, 3:51.61. And third, 3:52.08 was Mesa Aquatics Club. Heat 4, women's 400 medley relay. Assuming this fourth heat for the woman, in lane 1, 757 swim. In lane 3, Scarlet Aquatics. In 4, Aquazot Swim Club. In 5, Irvine Nova Aquatics. In 7, New Wave Swim Team. And in 8, North Baltimore Aquatic Club. Alyssa Ton leading things out for Irvine Nova Aquatics in lane number 5. She's a 30.99 on that opening 50. Second is lane 7, New Wave Swim Team. That's Bryn Holloway. And at the first exchange, it's going to be Ton for Irvine Nova Aquatics. 103.99 is her split time. Second was Holloway in a 105.30. Currently in third place is North Baltimore down in lane number 8. They led off with Willa Kolb. Kolb hands over to Nina Herron in lane 8. Nova's got Sophia Simonowski in the water in lane number 5. She was the 100 breaststroke champion. And she is moving quickly to open things up for her team. She's a 32.7 on that opening split. Aquazot in lane number 4 with Maddie Simonowski was a 33.8 closest split. But Irvine now with a 3 body length lead on the rest of the field. The remaining competitors all in a row, lanes 1, 3, 4, 7, and 8. At the 200, the split time for Simonowski at 1:11.1. They're at 2:15.1. Second at the 200 was North Baltimore down in lane number 8. Nina Herron hands over to Shannon Conway. Into the butterfly for Irvine Nova Aquatics is Katie Jong. And third at the 200 appears to have been New Wave in lane number 7. Kate Shannon handing over to Chandler Daigle. And Irvine Nova Aquatics continues to lead in lane 5. 757 in lane number 1 has moved into second. And the battle for third currently is lanes 7 and 8. Chandler Daigle from Wave, Shannon Conway from North Baltimore. Katie Jong heads over to Bianca Noizu in lane number 5. And the remainder of the freestylers are in the water. Fastest butterfly split there was New Wave. Chandler Daigle was a 102.1. But Noizu for Irvine will make no mistake with less than 35 meters to swim. The race for second between 757 and 1. Scarlet Aquatics in 3. And New Wave in 7. But taking the heat win in heat 4 for the woman is going to be Irvine Nova Aquatics, 4:17.20. Second was lane 7, New Wave, in 4:21.66. And getting third was North Baltimore in a 4:22.16. Heat 4, men's 400 medley relay.
Take your marks.
In this fourth heat for the men, in lane 1 from SwimMac, in 2, Dynamo Swim Club, in 4, North Baltimore, in 5, Pleasanton, in 6, Pleasanton B Team, and in 8, Club Wolverine. First 50 split, Club Wolverines 26.86 for Sam Campbell. They're out very quickly down in lane number 8. Jonathan Giddens for Dynamo, giving them the second spot in this backstroke. Club Wolverine, a 56.74 for Sam Campbell, opening up a second lead over Jonathan Giddens at the 100. Ben Blomgren swimming the breaststroke leg for Dynamo. He's looking to move up and catch Club Wolverine. They're spread all the way across the pool. But Blomgren with a huge first 50. He splits 28.90 on that first 50. Only person to outmatch him. Only person under 29, excuse me, in lane number 2. Moving with him in lane number 1 is SwimMac Carolina. That's Charlie Satoris. And so it's going to be lane 2, 8, and 1 at the 200. Dynamo, Club Wolverine, and SwimMac in 1. Dynamo's butterfly is Jacob Weinberg in lane 2. Club Wolverine has Henry Baumhover in lane 8. And SwimMac has Jackson Crow in lane number 1 swimming the butterfly. Dynamo's lead just half a second over Club Wolverine in lane number 8. SwimMac Carolina in lane 1, definitely not out of it. And Jackson Crow trying to reel in Dynamo's Jacob Weinberg on this butterfly leg. North Baltimore in lane number 4 also trying to move on up. But those 4 teams will be our top 4 heading into the freestyle. Still Dynamo in 2, SwimMac Carolina in 1, Club Wolverine in 8, and North Baltimore in 4, trying valiantly to knock one of those teams out of the top 3. Dynamo's Isaiah Lewis is going to get it done on this final 50. Club Wolverine's Edward Jung trying to reel him in. But it is going to be Isaiah Lewis up in lane number 2. And he is going to give Dynamo the win in a 3:48.56. Club Wolverine second in a 3:49.53. Third in the heat goes to SwimMac, 3:50.41. Heat 5, Women's 400 Medley Relay. Final heat for the women in the water. In lane 2, Team Pittsburgh. In lane 3, Blazing Barracudas. In lane 4, Rancho San Dieguito. And in lane 6, Club Wolverine. Leading things off for Team Pittsburgh is Joanne Cook. For Blazing Barracudas is Josephine Pillon. For Rancho is Claire O'Mara. And for Club Wolverine is Kate Van Ryn. At the 100, Pillon and O'Mara touched nearly together. Pillon had the slight lead in a 104.15. O'Mara was a 104.27. Swimming the breaststroke leg for Blazing Barracudas is Catherine Dorsey. She's trying to put some distance between herself and the other teams. Moving up very well on this breaststroke leg, though, is Katie Bookwalter in lane number 2. Bookwalter has pulled her team into second spot. And Lulu Flynn in lane 6 from Club Wolverine in the picture as well. Still Blazing Barracudas in 3, Team Pittsburgh in 2. As they hand over to their butterflyers. In the water for Blazing Barracudas is Sofia Jimenez. In for Team Pittsburgh is Delaney O'Toole. For Rancho, Madison McCormick hands over to Anita Chen. And for Club Wolverine, Lulu Flynn hands over to Adrian Shadler. At the 300 mark, Team Pittsburgh has a clear lead. Delaney O'Toole is going to hand over to Olivia George in lane number 2. Second at the 300, Sofia Jimenez for Blazing Barracuda. She's handing over to Ava Hughes. And in third, Adrian Shadler for Club Wolverine. She heads over to Kia Alert. Still Team Pittsburgh on this final 100. Blazing Barracudas trying to close that gap with Ava Hughes. She was a 26.8 on that first 50. Can she close any more of the gap between herself and Olivia George? And Club Wolverine still in third, down in 6. Team Pittsburgh gets it done, 417.75 for the heat win. Blazing Barracudas second, and Club Wolverine third. Heat 5, men's 400 medley relay. Final heat of the championship underway. Swimming in lane number 3 for SwimMac Carolina, Griffin Cagle, Jack Martin, Beck Armstrong, and Eli Sweet. And swimming for the Mason Manorays in lane number 4, Noah Kirk, Corbin Heiss, Liam Clark, and Aiden Jensen. The two teams neck and neck at the 75. Griffin Cagle in 3, Noah Kirk in lane 4. SwimMac with the slightest of leads over Mason Manorays after the breaststroke. Griffin Cagle hands over to Jack Martin. Noah Kirk in lane 4 heads over to Corbin Heiss. Jack Martin has opened up a bit of a lead over Corbin Heiss in lane number 4. And Jack Martin's going to hand over to Beck Armstrong for the butterfly leg. Corbin Heiss is going to hand over to Liam Clark for the Mason Manorays. And at the 250, Beck Armstrong, 230.06 for SwimMac, 234.02 for the Mason Manorays and Liam Clark. Beck Armstrong at this exchange is going to hand over to Eli Sweet. In lane 4, Liam Clark is going to hand over to Aiden Jensen. .30028 the split time for SwimMac, 3:05.00 for Mason Manorays, and the final 100 meters of this championship. SwimMac and Eli Sweet, Mason Manorays, and Aiden Jensen. Less than 50 meters to go. And in this final heat, SwimMac is going to get it done in lane number 3. Eli Sweet finishes for SwimMac, and they touch in a 3:52.42. The Mason Manorays are second in a 3:58.00. Please clear the start end for awards. Thank you. Top 8 teams on the women's side, women's 400 medley relay, and top 8 teams on the men's side, the men's 400 medley relay, to the ready room, please. Top 8 women's team, top 8 women's team to the ready room, please, for the women's 400 medley relay, and top 8 men's teams to the ready room. On the women's side, that includes Nitro, Denver, Beach Cities, NASA Wildcat, Streamline, Empire KC, Swimac, and Nova Virginia. On the men's side, that includes Streamline, New Wave, Nitro, Badger, Madison, Lakeside, NASA Wildcat, and Waterloo. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the women's 400 medley relay. Presenting the awards for the women's 400 medley relay will be Nova Virginia's Mike Julian. Finishing in 8th place, Nitro Swimming, Wynn Bisk, Sarah Paduran, Araya Farron, and Charissa Higgs. Finishing in 7th place, the University of Denver, Sydney Wasalenki, Elsa Anderson, Eliana Wiesen, and Natalie Braddock. In 6th place, Beach Cities Alpha, Gabby Brito, Andy Taylor, Aaron Arnold, and Sora Koike. In 5th place, NASA Wildcat, Olivia Music, Grace Koenig Song, Addie Koenig Song, and Sophia Freested. In 4th place, Streamline Aquatics, Carly Whitehead, Lily Glasgow, Avery Haver, and Jaylee Hager. In 3rd place, Empire KC Swim Club, Ashlyn Bolyard, Clara Seaman, Lucy Velty, and Kinley Baber. Your runners-up from Swim-Act Carolina, Elise Burrell, Avery Clamforth, Emma Grace Richardson, and Bree Smith. And your junior national champions, winning in a time of 4:10.15. From Nova, Virginia, Lane Francis, Abigail Bonham, Maddie Bynum, and Kate Boutry. A round of applause for our top 8 in the women's 400 medley relay. Presenting your top 8 finishers in the men's 400 medley relay. Presenting the awards will be Waterloo Swimming's Will Tressler. Finishing in 8th place, Streamline Aquatics, Braden Hager, Edmund Reynolds, Grant Lilly, and Will Harrison. In 7th place, New Wave Swim Team, Luke Flamant, Parker Van Olst, Sam Marsteiner, and Drew Sito. In 6th place, Nitro Swimming, Grady Bell, Zach Marshall, Derek Hernandez Ojeda, and Noah Bose. In 5th place, the team from Badger Swim Club, Michael Geh, Declan McDonald, Kian Olson, and Nolan Barrett. Finishing in 4th place, the team from Madison Aquatic Club, Brecken Curran, Henry Zen, Max Garbach, and Sam Wolf. In third place, Lakeside Aquatic Club, Abnihav Agnihotri, Adam Hyun, Maxwell Stanislas, and Aiden Tokarski. Finishing in second, NASA Wildcat, Velizar Filipov, Noah Chen, Ethan Chung, and Aiden Kaplan. And winning the event, setting a new national age group record in a time of 3:41.16 from Waterloo Swimming, Benjamin Jaggers, Max Lane, Sawyer Stolarczyk, and Julian Rusk. A round of applause for the top 8 finishers and for a new national age group record for Waterloo Swimming. Next up, we'll be presenting the Women's High Point Award and the Men's High Point Award. Presenting the awards will be Marcus Stromberg, meet referee. Presenting the award for the women's individual high point winner. Winning the individual high point trophy from Fishers Area Swimming Tigers with 76 points, Emily Wolf. And on the men's side, winning the individual high point trophy with 57 points from Revolution Aquatic Club, Joey Edie. Congratulations to our individual high point winners, Emily Wolf on the women's side and Joey Edie on the men's side. A round of applause for both of these two athletes. And now, presenting your top 10 teams on both the women's and men's side. Beginning with the women, finishing in 10th place, with 133 points, Westchester Aquatic Club. In 9th place, with 137 points, Irvine Nova Aquatics. In 8th place, with 149 points, Fishers Area Swimming Tigers. In 7th place, with 156 points, Edina Swim Club. In 6th place, with 165 points, Streamline Aquatics. In 5th place with 196 points, Beach Cities Alpha. Finishing in 4th place With 200 points, Long Island Aquatic Club.
Appreciate it.
Hard work.
And now, your third place team award. Finishing in third with 236 points, the team from Swim-Mac, Carolina. The third place team award will be presented by Marcus Stromberg. Meet referee. Congratulations to the team from Swim-Mac, Carolina. And now, your second place team award. Finishing in second place with 241 points, Nova of Virginia. Congratulations to Nova of Virginia.
Thank you so much. Woo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hoo-yah. Thank you guys.
And now, presenting your first place team award. With 284 points on the women's side, the University of Denver Hilltoppers. And now your top 10 teams on the men's side. Finishing 10th with 109 points, Santa Clara Swim Club. In 9th place with 110 points, Nitro Swimming. In 8th place with 112.5, Swim Atlanta. In 7th place with 121 points, New Wave Swim Team. In 6th place with 126 points, Madison Aquatic Club. In 5th place with 136 points, Lakeside Aquatic Club. In 4th place with a total of 194 points, Badger Swim Club. And now, presenting your third place team award, finishing with 204 points, the team from Waterloo Swimming. Congratulations to all of the athletes from Waterloo Swimming. And now, presenting your second place team award with 269.5 points, NASA Wildcat Aquatics. And now, your first place team award on the men's side, finishing with a total of 276 points, the team from Irvine, Nova Aquatics. And now presenting your top 10 for the combined team scores. Finishing in 10th place with 179 points, Club Wolverine. In 9th place with 198 points, Beach Cities Alpha. In 8th place with 219 points, Streamline Aquatics. In 7th place with 255 points, Badger Swim Club. In sixth place, with a total of 258 points, Long Island Aquatic Club. In fifth place, with 266 points, Nova of Virginia. In fourth place, with 321 points, Swim Mac Carolina. And now, presenting your third place team award for the combined, finishing in third place with 340 points, the University of Denver Hilltoppers. The awards for the team awards, again, will be presented by Marcus Stromberg, meet referee. Congratulations to the team from Denver. And your second place team award, finishing with a total of 392.5 points, the team from NASA Wildcat. Congratulations to all of the coaches and athletes from NASA Wildcat. And now, presenting your first place team award for the team combined, finishing with 413 points, the team from Irvine Nova Aquatics. Congratulations to all of the swimmers and coaches from the Irvine Nova Aquatics. And with that, this brings the 2026 Junior National Championships here in Irvine to a close.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all of this week's Junior National champions, to the finalists, and to every athlete who stepped onto the blocks and represented their teams with excellence. Our sincere thanks go to the coaches, the officials, the volunteers, families and fans, and everyone behind the scenes who helped make this championship possible. Thank you so much, and good night from Irvine.
Thank you. Very good, very good. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I'm gonna fall it.
Congratulations. Very good, very good. Great swimming. Congratulations.
Oh my god.
Keep it up. Congratulations. Very good. Congratulations. Congratulations. Excellent work. Excellent work. Thank you. Congratulations. Very good. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Every year I got you. Thank you. Congratulations.
See you guys.
Thank you very much.